kusdorp Simonstad is bekend vir sy asemrowende uitsig en ook sy status as Suid-Afrika se grootste vlootbasis. Maar sy verlede is verweef met kolonialisme en apartheid. Verskuil agter sy natuurskoon is 'n lelike geskiedenis van gedwonge verskuiwings en dit is steeds 'n teerpunt.
We were like one family. It wasn't a matter of religion, it wasn't a matter of you being white or you being black, but at the end of the day, we were told that we were not white enough.
Elke jaar kom die oud-inwoners van Simonstad byeen om te bid vir vergoeding en dat hulle kan terugkeer. Die waggebietjieboom is hulle simbool. Hulle het reeds te lank gewag. Hulle gebede word stil met die laaste oorblywende oud-inwoners wat afsterf.
Joyce Paradise Road daar in die agtergrond. Goeienaand, baie welkom by Fokus. Ek is Lenet Francis Puren. Vanaand fokus ons op die gedwonge verskuiwings van Simonstad in die 60er jare. Dis nou reeds net meer as 55 jaar later en steeds is daar by die oud-inwoners 'n onblusbare verlange om na Simonstad terug te keer. Die verslag is saamgestel deur Hazel Friedman.
Dis reeds 2 jaar sedert die oud-inwoners en hulle kinders by Simonstad se jubileeplein byeengekom het. Dis weens die COVID-inperking. Die tema van verlede jaar se erfenisdagherdenking was die waggebietjie, 'n inheemse doringboom wat ryk is aan simbole. In 2021 het die Simonstad Museum, saam met die museum se Phoenix Komitee en plaaslike kunstenaars, 6 gedenkbankies met die waggebietjie as deurlopende simbool vervaardig.
Ons noem hulle waggebietjie. En dis mos die doringboom wat 'n doring het. Jy kan nie vorentoe gaan voordat jy nie 'n stukkie agteruit gaan. En ons moet in Suid-Afrika 'n stukkie agteruit gaan om te sien wat gebeur het. En toe noem ons hierdie bankies, daar 6 van hulle, waggebietjie, en elke bankie weerspieël een straat van waaruit mense verwyder is. Met geweld verwyder is onder apartheid.
Op 1 September 1967 is Simonstad as 'n blanke gebied verklaar ingevolge die berugte groepsgebiedewet. Gekleurde gemeenskappe is verskuif na die duine van Slangkop, deesdae bekend as Ocean View, 'n woonbuurt wat steeds gebuk gaan onder armoede, bendes en die trauma van onteiening. Die gedwonge skuwe het in 1965 begin toe die werkende gemeenskappe uit die Oos-Kaap uit Simonstad se Luyolo-nedersetting geskop is. Teen 1975 was al die gemeenskappe van kleur verskuif.
The communities that they once belonged to were destroyed, leaving the members scattered across a variety of areas with little opportunity to reconnect.
Die bankies is eers 2 jaar oud. En voorheen was daar amper niks in Simonstad wat daardie gewelddadige aksie van daardie jare mense aan laat herinner het.
Here we lived, this was our livelihood, this was our family, this was our place. If it didn't fit on the lorry, it just stayed behind. Even people's pets, we had to leave that behind. Our houses in Simonstad were either destroyed or sold to wealthy buyers. Nobody but the Simonite can explain the hardsore and pain we went through.
En so ons probeer nou dat daai mense 'n stukkie terugkry, 'n stukkie herinnering terugkry wat hulle kan omhels en om te sê dis 'n gedeelte van ons.
Die name is steeds vars in die geheue van die duisende wat geslagte lank daar gewoon het. Maar ten spyte van grootskaalse mediadekking van die gedwonge verskuiwings van distrik 6 na die verlate duine van die Kaapse vlakte, het die oud inwoners van Simonstad min media-aandag geniet. Op 'n manier is hulle die vergete weergawe van distrik 6. Maar die oorlewendes is vasbeslote om hulle erfenis terug te eis, om ons te herinner aan die voortsleepende trauma van die verlede en hulle vasberaadheid om eendag terug te keer.
Wagabiki says, don't walk on as if history does not matter. Don't walk on as if our pain does not matter. Don't walk on as if our hopes do not matter. Don't walk on as if our lives do not matter. Do not walk on as if our place in this country, in its history, in its presence, and in its future does not matter. Don't walk on. Wagabiki. The trauma of those days is still with us. And don't you forget. Wagabiki, wait a minute, think about it, and we will force you to think not about an event only, but about us.
Net hierna besoek ons onder meer die Simonstad Museum. Bly gerus ingeskakel. In deel 2 van haar verslag besoek Hazel Friedman onder meer die Simonstad Museum. Dis waar die geskiedenis van die oud Simonstad inwoners bewaar word.
Die Simonstad Museum dien as 'n argief van die oud inwoners se geskiedenis voor die gedwonge skuwe. 'n Gemeenskap van 10.000 het hier gewoon, hier groot geword, getrou, kinders gehad, kleinkinders en 'n werk. Die herinneringe aan hulle erfenis is nou verbleikte foto's teen 'n muur, in glaskaste, wat mooi bewaar word deur die museum se Phoenix komitee. Dit sluit in die lyste van die duisende wat wreed geoormerk is vir verskuiwing.
Every year we do have Heritage Day, where we commemorate our forced removals. And at this moment, we are trying to see what we can do so that our people can come back to Simonstad.
Orgel is sedert sy ontstaan in 1996 'n lid van die Phoenix komitee en later sy sekretaresse. Sy was 'n gerespekteerde onderwyser, sportvrou en gemeenskapsaktivis. Vir haar, soos vir duisende ander, was die strate waar sy gewoon het 'n soet-suur herinnering aan 'n erfenis wat gesteel is.
I was born in Simonstad. At first we lived in the Waterfall Flats. Then we moved up to Cardiff Road. And I lived in Simonstad for 25 years before we were forcibly removed to Ocean View. There was nothing. I taught in Slankop for 8 years before Ocean View was built. It was just bush around. All there was 2 houses. But before that, we lived as one big family. We lived in a house that was many years old, and they just threw it down and built something else there. My father bought the house, and we had the biggest orange tree in Simonstad.
Sy het hier gewoon saam met haar ouers, 3 broers en 2 susters. Na haar huwelik met Michael Gabby in 1970 het hulle steeds daar gewoon totdat hulle uitgedwing is.
We had all the fruit you could name. Limes, lemons, everything. And on a Saturday, we would all pick the limes and sit outside. Also had the fishing. Our people never went hungry, because if there was nothing to eat, there was the fish you had. We had the beach. We would swim all day. We had the mountains. There was no transport money. And whatever we did, our parents knew that we were safe. And now you put us in a place like Ocean View, where we didn't even know the neighbors next door to us. And that is what broke up families, not mine alone, but broke up most of the families in Ocean View. They were all scattered.
Margaret Constant is ook 'n lid van die Phoenix Komitee. Sy werk voltyds by die Simonstad Museum. Ook Margaret het persoonlike ervaring van gedwonge verplasing. Sy was 9 jaar oud toe haar familie gedwing is om hulle munisipale huisie in Pinehaven in die bergagtige dorpie Red Hill te verlaat.
This is where we got forcibly moved from, which is this house here.
You feel sad because you actually try and think of what would have happened if you were still staying here instead of being forced to move to Ocean View.
Is Pinehaven 'n gegoede woonbuurt. Al wat van Red Hill oor is ruïnes.
In Red Hill there was a lot of farming done. And every Saturday they would come down to the Jubilee Square and they would sell their products there. And everything was fresh.
The ruins are all here, and what's stopping the city to let the people come back? Because all they need is just the layout of roads and layout of water pipes being laid. But I mean, people can still live here.
Met die aankoms van die nuwe bedeling in 1994 het die oud inwoners van Simonstad honderde grondeise ingedien. Sommige het teruggekeer terwyl ander geldelike vergoeding aanvaar het. In Dido Vallei word 'n laagkoste behuisingsskema gebou en die huise is toegeken aan personeel van die vloot, informele nedersettings en 200 inwoners van Luyolo. Hulle was deel van honderde werkers wat van die Oos-Kaap na Simonstad gebring is om die spoorlyn te bou, maar toe gewelddadig verskuif is na Gugulethu, 50 km daarvandaan. Duisende gewese inwoners voel hulle leef steeds in ballingskap.
We couldn't come back to Simonstown because my one brother and my sister opted for the money, so we had to split the money amongst the 5 of us. So when I go up to Cardiff Road, I always think to myself, why did you do this? This was part of heritage. The house we lived in was demolished. I don't see any of the fruit trees left. Everything was just taken out. And it seems so different to when we lived here. Our parents were humble. They couldn't fight against the government because what ammunition did they have? They were humble. They just accepted that look, we had to go.
Bly ingeskakel hierna, hoor ons meer oor Joan Orgel. Ons is nou terug. Welkom terug. Die oud Simonstad inwoner Joan Orgel is tydens die vervolming van hierdie dokumentêr oorlede. In die laaste deel van Hazel Friedman se verslag vertel haar kinders meer oor haar lewe en haar stryd dat die oud inwoners eendag na Simonstad kan terugkeer.
Joan Yvonne Orgel is op 3 November 1944 in Simonstad gebore. Sy was die dogter van Jasper en Edith Wessels. Sy sterf op 3 November 2022 op haar 78ste verjaarsdag, met die droom om terug te keer na haar geboorteplek steeds onvervul. Maar by haar begrafnis was dit duidelik dat Auntie Joan, soos sy genoem is, 'n besonderse nalatenskap gelaat het. nie net in Simonstad nie, maar ook in Ocean View en veel verder.
She rededicated her life to community work. And through this community work, she got a lot of people access to land rights and also supported people in the upliftment in the community itself.
Ten spyte van sy pynlike verlede en huidige sosio-ekonomiese omstandighede, het Ocean View oor die jare ontwikkel in 'n hegte gemeenskap en Auntie Joan was aan die voorpunt van gemeenskapsontwikkeling.
She is one of the first pioneers as an educator here in this community, because that is where she started, even before we all came here to Ocean View. There's no doubt in my mind that I've never seen somebody as dedicated to a profession, because that's what teaching is all about, to a profession as a teacher. And she was proud of that, whatever she did. That is what she was. And that was also what inspired us.
Sy het vir meer as 50 jaar onderrig gegee, 34 jaar in Ocean View en 16 jaar in Simonstad.
Generations of learners are her legacy. She left her footprints alongside each one on their journey, and her devotion to them and the gratefulness they have for her teaching lives on.
The perfections. That is how I've always seen her. And this is how she taught the children here at Ocean View. Gave up on any of those children, and she loved each and every one of them.
Sy en haar man Michael het 3 kinders in Ocean View grootgemaak: Michelle, Mario en Mitch. Michael is in 1992 oorlede en het nie sy kinders en kleinkinders sien grootword en floreer nie.
Megan, Morgan, Gabby, Tamia, Mitch, Michelle, Mario, she loved you. She could not stop talking about you.
I've been living here for about 21 years now.
Mario woon reeds 21 jaar in Londen. Hy's 'n wiskundeonderwyser en hoof van die fakulteit.
She lived with me for 2 years in London. She taught in London. And she even made, an impact in London.
Everyone spoke about Mommy.
Yes.
And saying, she was the highlight of the tour.
Michelle is 'n enkelouer met 4 kinders. Sy het vir 31 jaar vir die vloot gewerk en by haar ma in Ocean View gewoon.
We had our ups and downs, but Ocean View on its own, it's not a bad place to grow up like we grew up, right?
Mm-hmm. Whenever there was a meeting, a community meeting, or a church meeting, it would be, Joan, can you say this? Can you voice this? So she was always the spokesperson. But strangely enough, she spoiled us, her kids.
But you knew when she spoke, you listened.
But we were happy. And I always tell people that you can still be happy even when life is challenging.
Of September 1967.
Maar Auntie Joan se hart het in Simonstad agtergebly.
Die volgende die moeder het Auntie Joan geruk. She stood up for her heritage.
People Michelle's age would be the last people who could call themselves Simonites from Ocean View, because they were the last ones born there, 1969/1970. Sometime in the future, there'll be very few people left who can say they are Simonites who are living in Ocean View. She was getting older, but I didn't expect her to pass so soon.
Leading up to the 3rd of November, her birthday, the day she died, Mommy never wanted to acknowledge she was that sick. I thought that, she's going to get better till the night. And I saw, no, something's not right here.
Sick. I did not know. And that same afternoon, she reminded me of doing a child protection talk here on Sunday, that was past Sunday morning, on child protection, and to bring it across to the congregation, want ons kinders word regtig mishandel. Ek sê, juffrou, moenie worry, moenie stres nie. Word gesond.
Auntie Joan se broer John Wessels het hierdie video's opgeneem en geredigeer met hul gunsteling liedjies. Joan se dogter Michelle wys hulle vir my in Ocean View in haar peetouers se huis.
And like I said, Sundays we would go up to my grandmother and we would watch the videos. That's my mom there. That's her sister, daughters. That's my grandmother over there. And yeah, yes, my mom. And that's the cousin. That's my uncle. He's the one that did the videos. Oh, that's me. My cousin. Family mattered. It didn't matter what the circumstances, but you know, we were together, and now we miss that anchor, you know. And I'm trying to do my best to keep us the way my mom would have wanted us to be. And it's a bit difficult because she had a way, she just had a way with us. Mom was there for us, and it was just hard to lose her, you know. It really was just hard to lose her, but I wouldn't have wanted mommy to suffer.
Give them some place to come and piece of land in Simonstown. Build a house which they could be able to afford. Some place to come and piece of land.
She was always concerned about, you know, my girls and me. That was my mother, and she was proud of my girls, you know. She did the best she could, and that was to give them everything.
Perhaps I'm better off not knowing Simonstown, because I've never lived in Simonstown compared to those who have, because the loss for them was so much bigger.
No money can compensate for what I went through when I had to leave Simonstown. And so many memories are left behind here. It does give us little hope that one day, if not me, my children will be able to return to Simonstown.
Wag 'n bietjie is saamgestel deur Hazel Friedman. En dis ongelukkig al vir vanaand. Onthou, indien jy die uitsending misloop, Fokus is steeds op YouTube beskikbaar. Ons groet dus tot volgende Woensdag aand om 7. Sien jou dan. Totsiens.